My direction is to refuse that the main application, be heard in camera. That's my order. So it will be, the merits of that application will be heard here in open session. Reasons will be given on Monday. Brief written reasons. Let us take the tier adjournment.
Northwest businessman and African National Congress member Suleiman Karim has failed in his attempt to testify in private at the Madlanga Commission. Commission chairperson, retired Constitution Court Justice Boysen Madlanga, ruled on Friday that Karim's application must be heard publicly. Promising to provide detailed reasons on Monday, Karim is scheduled to give evidence on March 9 and 10. Karim's advocate Kamal Premhed argued that threats had been made against Karim, his family, employees and business interests, and that his testimony should therefore be shielded from the public and certain commission staff, including the head of security and investigators. The lawyer requested a confidentiality regime similar to court proceedings, where only select parties have access to sensitive statements, and said on the facts of this case, there is a threat to the right to life, security, integrity, family and commercial interest of the witness. This is a body exercising public power on behalf of the state, so it must apply its mind carefully when issues of safety are raised. Commissioner Advocate Sandile Khumalo SC countered that such measures were not feasible, explaining that Karim's statement will need to be investigated and disclosed to all individuals implicated in the inquiry. The lawyer emphasized that threats to Karim were real, citing a prior witness who was murdered after testifying before the commission. Karim's legal efforts follow an earlier failed bid to avoid giving evidence entirely. Earlier this month, he lost his application to prevent appearing before the commission on February 6, when Gauteng High Court Pretoria Judge Dennis Fisher struck the matter of the role with cost. Karim had sought to interdict Justice Madlanga from compelling him to file a written statement or appear before the commission, pending a separate Part B application. His case cited the Promotion of Administrative Justice Act and the principle of legality in challenging the issuance of a Regulation 10 notice and any further summons. Meanwhile, the allegations before the commission relate to awarding of a 360 million rand SAPS contract to Vusimuzi Matlala's company, Medicare 24 Tshwane District, in June 2024. The contract was later cancelled in May 2025 due to irregularities. Witnesses have alleged that Karim assisted Matlala, who is an attempted murder accused, when SAPS failed to pay invoices submitted by his company. However, his lawyer failed dismally to convince the commission to testify in camera. Madlanga stated that Karim cannot dictate the commission's proceedings, especially since he failed to submit his statement by the 27 February deadline, and said Mr. Karim cannot make his own rules. There was no change to the directive that he should file his statement. To characterize this as threats is actually totally unacceptable. Madlanga also stated that we do have thick skins, but if we have to call something to order, I think we should. Madlanga described the language as gratuitous and sensationalist, singling out Karim's assertion that the commission will gamble with his life because of its kill rate. Madlanga stated that I read this to mean that the commission has killed 2 people and that Mr. Karim will be the third person it kills if the commission does not grant his application. He questioned what evidence there was to support the claim that the commission was responsible for the deaths of 2 witnesses.
Is going to appear before the commission is with a court application. That's the simple point I'm making.
Yes.
That's a simple point I'm making. As a matter of fact.
Yes.
Yes. That's all I wanted to accept.
I can give that fact because
Okay.
those are the facts. I can give
Okay.
the answer. What I'm trying to resist is the path we seem to be going down regarding the timing of the threat vis-a-vis the appearance here in front of the commission and the absence of a threat vis-a-vis the application and the inference to be drawn
No,
potentially.
I'm not at inference
Okay,
stage
well then,
yet.
then I have no concern.
I'm not there yet.
Then I have
I'm
no
at,
concern.
I'm at fact establishing stage.
Before we go there, potentially, yes.
Potentially. So we've established page 14 does not make any reference whatsoever. So,
Yes.
this threat could, on this page alone, the source, the reason for the threat
Yeah.
could be anything. Could be his membership of the ANC,
Yes.
could be his business
Yeah.
associations,
Yeah.
in any of that,
Yes.
maybe even the commission.
Yes.
But we have no basis
No,
on
but-
page 14 to link it to the commission.
Yes, and well, no explicit basis to do so, but.
No basis
but-
at all. What I'm
but-
suggesting is there's no basis at all.
No, that's where I need to resist that conclusion with all due respect, because
Yes.
by the same token that you put up two other possible explanations,
Yes.
his membership of the ANC and or his business interest, why is the commission and the timing of the commission seemingly discarded, but
No,
two
I've
alternatives
included the commission. I've said to you, it may be the
Yeah, okay.
commission.
Well,
Subject to cogent explanations being given, I find some of the language gratuitous and at times both gratuitous and sensationalist. Let us look at paragraph 9.1 of the supplementary affidavit at page 54. There, Mr. Karim says, I'm reading the last 4 lines, part of the 4th, paragraph 9.1, I said yes. Open quote, it would be concerning in the extreme if it were willing, that is the commission, to gamble with my life or my family's life to see whether the commission's, underline this, kill rate would result in a, again, underline, hat trick, close quote. I read this to mean that the commission has killed, underline the commission, has killed 2 people, and that Mr. Karim will be the 3rd person it kills if the commission does not grant his application. That is how I read what I've just quoted. Now, Mr. Premier, what evidence does Mr. Karim have that the commission has killed 2 people?
Chair,
What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.